What's the worst case of oversharing you've experienced on social media? A Facebook friend of mine posted that she was worried because her 15-year-old son's right hand had begun turning a strange brown-orange color. There were pictures. She'd made a doctor's appointment. She then explained it was because he was using his sister's tanning lotion. Only she didn't seem to realize the reason only his right hand was tan and not the rest of his body. So, she let all of Facebook know her son jacked off using tanning lotion. My mom wrote a very long, very detailed blog post about my sister's miscarriage before most of the extended family even knew she was pregnant. Definitely strained their relationship. When my sister got pregnant again about a year later, my mom was the last to know. We now have a family rule that my mom can't blog about anyone else without permission. My mom and I went shopping for a wedding ring for my wife. She took a picture of the one I bought and posted on Facebook like instantly, so I had to do an impromptu proposal. Wow. What a dumbass. It's worse than that. She made her son's engagement all about her. Sounds much like my mother. She's ruined quite a lot of events this year alone by making it all about her, in any possible way she could edit. I really didn't expect this to get so much attention. My karma has more than doubled because of this comment alone. Thanks guys. And my deepest sympathies to those who also had a bad parent or parents. Did she also tell people she let you decide at all things and she just gave helpful advices? And then start to cry when you try to call her out for being controlling and said that she's just trying to help? Because mine did. She did it to my sis. The wedding and the baby my sis is having. Edit, just to clarify, I do not intend to go no contact with my mom. She did sacrifice a lot to raise us too. She loves to remind us that at least 2 times each week and how much our loving father wasn't so loving, but that's another story. She has a very stressful job in a higher management position, so she's so used to controlling and managing everything. I from time to time remind her that we are her family and not her colleagues. She does a lot of the time means well, but is just a bit controlling and, yeah, a bit narcissistic. Family friend posting a video of her mom flatlining in the hospital after a battle of cancer, and then pictures of them hugging and kissing her, still in her hospital bed, after her death. A Facebook friend of mine posted pictures of her wedding and then the next day posted that her husband had walked in on her performing a blowjob on her neighbor. Her husband had kicked her and her 5-year-old daughter out, and did anyone have a place they could stay? These are the Jerry Springer people. My dad has a taped episode of Jerry Springer that he saved because all the people who were on that day were from our area and violated their parole to be there. Edit. At some point, the cheating wife's pissed off husband yells that she had been porking Gabe. Jerry has the most WTF look on his face and says, "Porking Gabe?" This was supposedly new to them because so far it had just been the one boyfriend. Later they bring out Gabe with flowers and a hastily tied on tie, and pissed off husband tries to kill him, then spends the rest of the show snarling at him in his chair. I was in the airport on my way home from another continent when I was scrolling through Facebook and read my aunt's post, not a message, but a Facebook status, about how my grandpa, who I was going home to stay with for a couple months, died that morning. Called my mom, who had apparently asked all family members to wait 24 hours before posting anything on social media so that I could have been told in person. My whole family was livid at this aunt for a while. 3 years later, my uncle, a brother to my mom and this aunt, died unexpectedly in the middle of the night. His adult daughter happened to be traveling to their house that day from her out-of-town home, so her mom asked all family to refrain from posting anything on social media until the daughter arrived so that she could tell her in person, and also prevent her from driving while distraught. The aforementioned aunt decided to ignore this request again, and my poor cousin read about her dad's death in a Facebook post when she stopped for breakfast. Facebook moms talking about her daughter's late period. Not sure if oversharing. I once took a pic of my shower saying about to take a cold shower in this hot weather. Posted it on my story. Took the shower and didn't think of it anymore. About 1 hour later my friend texted me reflection. I took a look. In the reflection of the shower you could clearly see me sitting on the toilet, naked. That stuff got 100 views by the time it was deleted. Good times #X200B, edit, this was 3 years ago when I thought it was in fact cool to share this kind of stuff. Accidental oversharing. Still counts. Reminds me of the time my landlord asked me to text him a picture of the tub's faucet. I figured it'd take a shower too, so I got naked, then snapped the picture, sent it and got in. While I was scrubbing my hair I thought to myself, faucets are reflective, and cringed. I looked in the reflection of the faucet and sure enough the upper half of me exposed clearly. He never said anything lol. Someone I used to work with posts a picture of her and her boyfriend every day on Instagram with some lovey-dovey caption at the bottom, an account of how many days they've been together. Every month they celebrate their anniversary. When they broke up, she deleted every photo with both of them in it, leaving about only 3 photos left on her account. She got a new boyfriend about a month later, and now she does the same thing with this new guy, and I swear to God I think she's been reusing some of the old captions she made of the old BF. So I'd why, maybe just because I'm up way too late, but this reminded me of the other mother from Coraline, how she makes the little doll look like the newest child etc., hides the old children in the creepy closet edit for clarity. Friend of a friend posted about her affair. Identified the person she had an affair with, when it happened, in what office in her place of employment. Went into detail about how she broke her fiancé's trust because his previous wife had an affair too. It was a clusterduck all the way around. Was this a shaming post that the boyfriend made her do as a requirement if they were to stay together? Now that I don't know. Would be interesting if that were the case. I was thinking angry fiancé posted it from her account to call her out publicly. Guy I went to high school came out as gay. Cool. Good for him. He posted a photo of himself giving head to some dude. Not cool. That'll come back to haunt him. A cousin who gave the entire world updates on the sex she and her husband had, in over-the-top, pornographic detail. She was friends with her entire family on Facebook, from our grandmother to her children. She got super angry with me and lashed out when I suggested in a comment that she keep it to herself. I'm embarrassed to be related to her. Thank God she lives hundreds of miles from me and I never see her. Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over it. She's mashing it. My one friend from high school finally grew out of this phase, but every time her toddler would lunch, she would post a pic of him in his high chair with the phrase Billy, his name for privacy, loves mommy's peanut butter toast. Billy loves his spaghetti. Billy loves mommy's pancakes. And so on and so forth. I can understand if he was way younger and occasionally show him trying food, or if he was autistic and this was a feeding therapy milestone, but nope, a whole 2.5 years of what Billy ate for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. Same high chair, every freaking day. I almost became invested as I would log into Facebook like gee, what did Billy eat today? Thank you for subscribing to Billy Facts. Did you know that Billy ate food for dinner? Food, yes. Unsubscribe. Thank you for subscribing to Billy Facts. Did you know that by 8 months old, Billy had far surpassed his mother's expectations for just how awesome her little man could be? She once clapped when he pooped. Unsubscribe. Thank you for subscribing to Billy Facts. Billy ate peas once. He's eaten them since, but that first time, too. Is this hell? I will never forget this post. Old restaurant coworker, followed him because all of his life drama would go down on Facebook. People posting to his wall about how he stole a child's bike and ruined her birthday, his mom calling him out for drug relapses and stealing from her. All on Facebook. When he broke up with another old coworker, he took to Facebook. He wrote a wall of text calling her every name in the book, talking about how he was going to miss her daughter, then finished with something close to this: good luck finding another guy willing to put up with your fish market smelling pussy. LMFAO. I still follow an old coworker I worked with for maybe 4 months, because his drama he posts is just why too good to quit. It's the best soap opera in the world. Good luck finding another guy willing to put up with your fish market smelling pussy. NBSP, you fisheye Caitlin. My alcoholic great aunt spilled coffee on herself and uploaded a picture of her burnt boob to drive home how painful the experience was. Slanch like that. I once knew this chick who was weirdly obsessed with her male cousin. Numerous posts a day about him, and when she went to stay with her aunt for a while she posted play-by-play accounts of herself going through his underwear drawer. Oh Lord have mercy.